when 5-year-old Hind Rajab was killed in Gaza City on January 29, 2024, along with 6 family members and 2 paramedics. Israel denied its troops had been at the scene. A previous bird's-eye view investigation by Al Jazeera had already found evidence that Israeli tanks and troops were at the scene. And now, an Al Jazeera documentary, Tip of the Iceberg, made with the Hind Rajab Foundation, has uncovered the identities of those suspected of being involved in their killings. It also uncovered the chain of command. At the top is Colonel Beni Aharon of the 401st Armored Brigade. The documentary found that the tanks present in the area that day were under his leadership. An investigation by the research group Forensic Architecture identified the vehicles at the scene of Hind's killing as Israeli Merkava tanks. Next in command is Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Ella of the brigade's 52nd Armored Battalion. A unit within that battalion is suspected of killing the family and the paramedics who tried to help them, and then tampering with the scene. They're known as the Vampire Empire Company, led by Major Sean Glass. Information obtained by Al Jazeera found that Glass ordered the shelling of the family's car and the attack on the ambulance sent to rescue Hind. Al Jazeera's Arabic documentary also found that the company was among the first units to enter Gaza in October 2023. Since then, it has led some of the deadliest operations in Israel's war on Gaza. Those include attacks on various hospitals, including Al-Shifa, once the largest medical complex in the Strip. The Hind Rajab Foundation has filed criminal complaints over the killings against all 3 commanders at the International Criminal Court. They've also filed a prosecution case against another soldier, Israeli-Argentinian Itai Kukirkov, who's been identified as among those at the scene when Hind and her relatives were killed. The case is being filed in Argentina. Kukirkov is the only soldier publicly identified by the foundation, though others within the company have been submitted confidentially to the ICC. The presence of dual national Israeli soldiers in Gaza is starting to result in international action. In the UK, the Metropolitan Police are assessing a criminal complaint against 10 dual nationals accused of war crimes in Gaza. And in France, complaints have been filed against 2 French-Israeli soldiers. The Hind Rajab Foundation seeks to hold Israeli soldiers accountable for war crimes committed in Gaza. And overall, it has found 24 suspects in the killings of Hind Rajab, her relatives, and the paramedics who tried to save her. The foundation concluded that their acts amounted to war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. What happened to Hind Rajab has pierced through statistics, and by putting individual faces to her killing, it reminds the public that war is carried out by people who can be held accountable for their crimes.